Hello, I'm Gilligan King Cargyle, author of the Stuffed Bunny Science Adventure series, and today I'm going to read you The Toy and the Tide Pool, illustrated by Kevin Krull. One salty, sandy day, a stuffed bunny named Bear sat at the beach playing pirates with his favorite boy, Jack. The big blue ocean lay in front of them. Seagulls cawed and circled overhead as the bunny and his boy searched for shiny treasure in the wet sand. "Bear!" Jack yelled. "X marks the spot for hungry." Jack pulled a bag of potato chips out of his family's picnic basket. The boy was good at sharing. "One for me, one for Bear." He made a pile of potato chips on Bear's lap. "Two for me, two for Bear." The crumbly chip pile got bigger and bigger, and Bear's fluffy tummy rumbled. "Yum," Bear said. "I love pretend eating potato chips." But around Bear and his boy, the sky grew dark with bird-shaped shadows. Hungry seagulls screeched and swooped at the potato chips. "I'm Pirate Jack, and this is our snack," Jack yelled. "Arr!" Bear shouted in his bravest pirate voice. "Go away, gulls!" But the birds didn't seem to understand toy. The biggest seagull of all snatched Bear up in its beak. "Bear!" Jack yelled. "Come back!" Down the shore, the bird flipped Bear back and forth. When his fluff brain was very rattled and the chips were all shaken loose, the seagull opened his beak and let Bear fall. He flopped down on a wet and rocky shore. "Oh no," Bear said sadly, "alone again." "You're not alone," a toy voice called out. "This tide pool is filled with life." Bear saw a mermaid doll flapping her tail and making ripples in a deep puddle of water that was cut off from the ocean by rocks. "I am Princess Shelina from the kingdom of the Mer-Magic Underwater Enchantment playset." Bear had played princesses with Jack's sister Sophie before, so he knew it was proper to bow to royal ladies. "I am Bear," he said, "from the kingdom of Jack's house. Did you get carried off by a seagull too?" Princess Shelina shook her head. The sun sparkled off her tiara. "My girl and I were playing in the ocean. A strong wave knocked me out of her hands. I washed up here and got knotted in this dirty old net." Princess Shelina smiled at Bear. "Perhaps you can rescue me." Bear hopped over and tried to free Princess Shelina. "Sorry," Bear said. "My paws are too squishy to untangle knots, and my claws are just sewed on thread. I'm just too fluff-brained to rescue anybody." "Blasted barnacles," Princess Shelina huffed. "If only I had the nail file from my Mer-Magic manicure set, I could have cut my way out of this net 19 high tides ago. A proper princess should always be prepared." Princess Shelina returned her gaze to the deep puddle between the rocks. Bear peered in the water too. This wasn't like the muddy puddles he and Jack splashed in after storms. "At least we're stranded by a very nice puddle," Bear said. "This isn't a puddle, Sir Bear. It's a tide pool. Water is left here when the tide goes out. The pool is full of amazing animals." Princess Shelina told Bear to sit very still and watch the water. Soon the creatures came out of hiding. Quick silvery minnows darted through the water. Mussels, clams, and barnacles seemed to grow right off the jagged rocks. Anemones bloomed like flowers. An octopus inched out of a small cave, and here and there sea stars slowly sucked their way along the rocks. "These are some of the hardiest creatures in the ocean," Princess Shelina said. "They have to adjust to changing water levels, changing temperatures, and rough waves, and those terrible seagulls are always trying to eat them." "It's beautiful," said Bear. "Except for the seagulls." "Beautiful but temporary," Princess Shelina said. "Right now you're trapped here like me and my ocean friends, but even now the water rises. Twice a day the high tide comes, flooding the rocky shore and overflowing the tide pools. Twice a day my new friends are washed away into deeper water while I stay stuck." "I can't get sucked out into the ocean," Bear yelled. "My fluffy stuffing will fill with water." "Sir Bear, don't give up." Princess Shelina patted Bear's paw and shook her sparkly crowned head. "If you believe you are a little more brave or a little less fluff-brained, we can think of a way out of this." A wave surged over the rocks, filling the tide pool higher. Bear backed away, but the water licked at his fabric feet. Just then, Bear heard a voice calling over the crashing of the waves. "Bear!" the voice yelled. "Where are you?" "Jack!" Bear yelled back, but his toy voice was too tiny for Jack and his family to hear. "I have to get their attention." "If only I had my Mer-Magic wand," Princess Shelina sighed. "It always shines bright in the darkest waters." "That's it," Bear said. "I need something shiny." He grabbed Princess Shelina's tiara and held it so that it reflected the fading sun. Down the beach, Jack's family was about to give up the search. "Wait," Jack shouted, "something shiny over in those rocks." Jack grabbed Sophie's hand. "Where are we going?" she yelled. "To find pirate treasure." "Bear," Jack yelled, "you did find treasure." Sophie saw the mermaid. "It's a Princess Shelina doll." Sophie pulled a multi-tool out of her waist pack and freed the princess from the net. "Would you like to come home with me?" Princess Shelina smiled at Bear. "What did I tell you, Sir Bear? Proper princesses are always prepared." Jack hugged the water out of Bear's soggy fabric fluff. "You battled a bird and saved a mermaid," Jack said. "You're the bravest bunny ever." Bear had had enough bravery for one day. He was happy to be back with his boy. The toys and their children set off down the beach in search of dry clothes, warm dinner, and another exciting adventure. The end. I hope you liked The Toy and the Tide Pool. If you like this and other books that include science with the fiction, you can check out stemread.com for more activities, book ideas, and games. Thanks for listening.